Is it time to buy or sell ProKidney stock? In this video, we will explore ProKidney in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for anyone among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 8th of July, 2025, our system has ranked ProKidney as a hold or accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Now, let's review the stock's performance during this time frame. Over this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, with a gain of 16.35% since we first recommended purchasing ProKidney just 2 days ago. This results in an average return of 8.18% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system foresees high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could move in either direction. The stock has broken through a very wide and strong rising short-term trend. An even stronger rate of ascent is indicated. Should there be any pullback, support will now rest on the ceiling of the current trend at $1.48. A level that may provide a second opportunity for significant gains. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 51.25% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from negative 78.84% to negative 48.36%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 70.10%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 99.47% and negative 94.87% over the next year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between 2 cents and 22 cents. Our latest daily update for ProKidney includes the headline, Significant Movements in ProKidney Corporation's stock price on Wednesday, with fluctuations of 70.507% between high and low. The ProKidney Corporation stock price increased by 16.35% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, rising from $3.73 to $4.34. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated 70.57%, with a day low of $4.18 and a day high of $7.13. The price has experienced notable ups and downs during this period, with a gain of 572.66% over the last 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 127 million shares, with a total of 208 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $904.25 million. It is important to consider that falling volume in the context of rising prices can indicate a divergence, serving as an early warning for potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $7.13, while the lowest price was $0.460. Currently, the price is 39.13%, or $2.79, below the 52-week high, and 69.42%, or $9.85, below the all-time high reached on the 13th of March, 2023, when the price peaked at $14.19. Shares of ProKidney, trading under the ticker symbol PROK, have experienced a remarkable surge of 515% following promising results from their Phase 2 clinical trial evaluating rilparencel for diabetes-related chronic kidney disease. This milestone indicates significant enhancements in kidney function, potentially paving the way for broader acceptance in the medical community and boosting investor confidence. The market's positive reaction underscores the stock's recent volatility, drawing attention during a period of broader market downturns, exemplified by declines in the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This divergence highlights investors' eagerness to capitalize on breakthrough therapies in the biotech sector, ProKidney is also preparing to participate in the H.C. Wainwright 4th Annual Kidney Virtual Conference, which could enhance visibility and discussions around their innovative treatment options. Such events often attract institutional interest, thereby improving stock liquidity and fostering investor engagement. In the short term, the dramatic price spike may create a speculative trading environment, leading to increased volatility as newer investors enter the market. Long-term implications will largely depend on the ongoing success of clinical trials and the Food and Drug Administration's eventual regulatory stance on rilparencel, particularly as the company progresses to its Phase 3 trials. As a result, while current momentum is positive, prudent investors should remain aware of potential corrections and the underlying fundamentals driving ProKidney's growth. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 10th of September, 2024, it was reported that Guggenheim assigned PROK A buy grade with an initialize action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of September, 2024, it was reported that BTIG assigned PROK A buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 10th of June, 2024, it was reported that Jefferies assigned PROK A buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 29th of May, 2024, it was reported that Bank of America Securities assigned PROK A neutral grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 28th of May, 2024, it was reported that BTIG assigned PROK A buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to ProKidney's stock. The price-to-earnings ratio is rated as strong sell, and the price-to-book ratio also receives a strong sell rating. In terms of return on investment, analysts have similarly rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for ProKidney. ProKidney Corporation's stock shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, which suggests a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support can be expected at the levels of $1.58 and 95 cents. A breakdown below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 1st of July, 2025, and since then, the stock has risen 667.87%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, a buy signal is present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. It is worth noting that volume decreased during the last trading day, despite price gains. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal, pivots, buy signal 6 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 68 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 3 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 3 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 3 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 2 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for ProKidney. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $3.73. Without support from accumulated volume below today's level, the risk increases. A drop below this support may lead to a significant decline in the stock price. This stop may experience considerable movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. With a notably large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is classified as very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated $2.95 between its high and low, which equates to 70.57%. For the past week, the stock has experienced a daily average volatility of 99.28%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for ProKidney, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is operating at a loss. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profits and raise concerns about potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 8th of August 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are projected at negative 0.14. It is important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for ProKidney. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, ProKidney encounters its first support level at $3.73. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point. Anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for ProKidney from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 8th of July, 2025, Weber Darren J. executed an insider sale of 103,480 shares of Class A common stock. On the 3rd of June, 2025, Legoretta Pablo G. executed an insider sale of 3,823,996 shares of Class B ordinary shares. On the 3rd of June, 2025, Legoretta Pablo G. executed an insider sale of 3,823,996 shares of common units in ProKidney LP. On the 3rd of June, 2025, Legoretta Pablo G. executed an insider purchase of 3,823,996 shares of Class A ordinary shares. On the 3rd of June, 2025, Legoretta Pablo G. executed an insider sale of 3,823,996 shares of Class A ordinary shares. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined the insider power to be positive. With a ratio of 24.032, in total, insiders purchased 53,656,097 shares and sold 32,302,547 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $4.22, representing a decline of 2.72%. This stock exhibits very high daily fluctuations, resulting in a significant level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 89, which considerably elevates the risk factor. Additionally, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 5 days ago. Is ProKidney stock a good buy? ProKidney Corporation displays several positive signals. However, we believe these indicators are not sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is advisable to consider it a hold candidate, meaning you may choose to maintain your position or accumulate more shares while awaiting further developments. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems conclude that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 10th of July, we anticipate ProKidney to open higher by 88 cents and begin trading at $5.22. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.